Throw your hands in the air if you're real as me. Ooh.
Welcome back to the MBH Podcast. Money buys happiness. Miami buys happiness. Everything buys happiness. Guys, listen. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody, all our new subscribers, all our old subscribers. Keep running up the fucking numbers. You guys are killing it, and we love you guys, so we'll keep that rolling.
Shout out everyone that caught merch.
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
closed that drop. We're gonna be dropping a new set soon.
Yeah,
maybe next couple weeks.
We'll be getting into it. But guys,
Timepiece Trading.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
In the building.
Yo, we were excited to have you guys, man. It's
thanks for having us.
No worries, no worries. We've we've been seeing you guys stuff. We've been watching your YouTube channel a lot. Obviously, I think we were put onto it from Steve, right?
Yeah. Like most people.
Yeah, it's where it starts. It's where it starts.
He did a lot for us.
But yeah, guys. I mean, maybe just a little bit of intro on yourselves, who you are, what you guys do, what is Timepiece Trading for anybody who's watching doesn't know you guys.
For sure. So Timepiece Trading, basically, we buy, sell, trade watches, as the name says.
Yeah.
I started this company 2 to 3 years ago. I started in an apartment in Brickell. It was actually 3 years ago exactly.
Damn.
I started in a little apartment in Brickell. The table was maybe twice the size of this table that we used to work off. It was me and Sean.
Wow.
He got fired by my dad actually, and I hired Sean. He was our manager. He still is our manager.
Okay.
Killing it. Sean's the best.
Yeah.
We used to go, like, we started with 2 to 3 watches. Like, me and Sean would wear one. We'd keep a little bit of capital in the account, you know, what me and Sean put in to start. And yeah, we started there, and it just kept growing.
Kept blowing up.
Eh?
So is it a family business to begin with? Like you said, your father as well?
So what happened is I when I graduated at 20, I worked in New York for 6 days. I got a job.
6 days. I love that.
I got a job in real estate. I was about to sign my lease for a nice apartment, and the job I wasn't liking it. Right, the first day he was having me move tables and chairs around.
Yeah.
Second day, again, like manual labor, you know, like useless stuff. I was like, this shit's never gonna help me.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting paid $4,000 or $5,000, but like it's not gonna help me. I'm paying for my apartment. I'm not gonna save shit. It's gonna be cool to live here, but I want to make it big. Like I always dreamt of, like since I was 18, I wanted to own a Ferrari, which by 25, and I got it when I was 23.
Boom.
Let's go. Let's go.
And so I quit the job because Hurricane Irma happened. It fucked up St. Martin real bad, which is where my dad's from.
Okay.
And I kept hearing like there was looting, right? Like people were going around with guns, knives, like looting. And I was like, I want to get back to my family. I'm hating this job. So I didn't sign the lease. I went back home, and I was working with my dad for a bit. But the store was closed because the cruise ship terminal got completely destroyed by the hurricane.
Okay.
And St. Martin, Aruba, where my family's from, it's dependent on the cruise ship industry, you know?
Okay.
That's where all the customers come in, the tourists.
Yeah.
So my dad never had Instagram. Like, he had a website, but it was really like old-fashioned, like not a lot of online business, you know, phone or in person. That's how they did business. So I started an Instagram for them. I got to like 10,000 followers. But I was crazy. Like
That was early on. When was this?
early on, like I'd say like 5 years ago now.
Damn,
Okay.
Yeah. I used to go like, I'd follow your page if I saw like, not gonna lie here, like I used to go to like big watch dealers, you know, like Rista Aficionado, who's now my good friend. We do business, you know, we're up there together. I would like go on their followers. I would like follow all of them, bro, and I would try to like connect with the watch people, you know.
For sure.
There was no other way to find these people, and I would literally like 10 of their posts, like grab their attention, and I grew the page. It was good organically, you know, not a dollar spent on it. It was amazing in a small island, and I was growing my dad's business from the office, but I was like, Dad, like, I could be in a big city and, like, making connections at the same time as doing Instagram, you know? Like, St. Martin just got destroyed by Irma, and, like, I'm sitting in a back office, like, not meeting anyone new, you know? And I'm a people's person. Like, I like to go out. I like to socialize. So it got to a point where, like, not only was I selling my dad's shit, but I was getting offered shit. People were like, oh, do you want to buy this off me?
Yeah.
At first, my dad's like, nah, that's not what we do. We buy direct from the brand, because his business is completely different.
Okay.
They buy, like, you know, the Rolex store, like Mayors, like
Yeah.
how they get Rolex straight from Rolex. They sell it to you. That's my dad's business. Like he used to own the Richard Mille boutique in St. Martin. Like
Oh shit.
yeah, by direct from Warren. It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so he was still in a similar like, industry. It was
Very similar. Like that, and I had a passion for it growing up because I was always around it. You know.
Sure.
So it was amazing. It was anyways, it got to a point like what I was being offered, people were asking me to buy. You know.
Okay.
And I was like, let me just try to flip this from here to there. I added like $1,000, $2,000 on like 50K, you know, like tiny margins. Because I was like, I want to just see if this works. For me, 2K was a lot. My dad was paying me like 4K. I was making him like big money, bro.
Yeah.
You know, big money. I was getting paid nothing.
Okay.
So it worked like 2 or 3 trades. Like first my dad kept saying nah, because it was all his account. You know, I was doing business for him. He's like, no way, you're putting 50K in to try and make 2K, and there's a risk that the customer might not pay you, that the watch may have a problem, it might be fake, blah, blah, blah. You know, there's a lot that goes into watches. Finally convinced them, got done like a deal every 2 weeks. Then I got to like a deal every week. It got to like 2 deals a week. And then I'm like, I'm getting out of this island. I'm moving to Miami. Like
You proved it at that point. Yeah. You proved it worked.
I was making like 5x what I was making with my dad, but I still wasn't taking that money out. It was still in my dad's account. But I was like, Dad, like I could go out and do this on my own with what I've saved, and I could start a business, I think, you know. And he doubted me at first. Didn't want me to move, and convinced him. And it's been.
How'd you convince him?
I just, I showed him the numbers.
You showed him the numbers, right?
Through his account.
Like, yeah.
Made him the money at first.
It was also Chachu, right?
Yeah, my dad's brother. He really believed in me. He was like, look, we're really old fashioned. Like my dad and uncle, they still work with their dad, my grandpa.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And like, even if they want to go buy a car, like out of respect, they'll ask him, you know, hey dad, can I go buy a car? And my dad's 50 years old, and he's way better than me, you know, way more well off than me. And my uncle was like, do you want that same lifestyle? You know, he kind of convinced me to like convince my dad.
Okay.
Nice.
So, and he convinced my dad for sure on the back.
Yeah, I gave you a little bit of a push.
Shout out to my uncle.
So you came out to Miami. You were solo. You were by yourself.
So my dad fired when I was in Drexel before graduating. Like I would always push watches for my dad because I grew up loving them, you know. So I'd tell everyone like, hey, I have the boutique for Richard Mille, AP, and Hublot, like my dad does, and I got you, you know, if you want one. I met a lot of people in college who were like, Neil, if your family needs like someone to work, like I would love to have a job.
Because they saw your success and shit like that, right?
Well, they would see the family's website, and I would always be talking about it.
Of course.
And, I sold watches to a couple people at school for my dad, you know. So people would go out with my watches on, and people would be like, damn, Neil sold you that? That's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
So Sean, I met him in college, and he always told me like I would love a job with your family. I love the watch industry. So when we graduated, he told me he's still looking for a job, and my dad told me he's starting a new venture in diamonds, and he needed someone to work for him. Sean was super smart. I got him for my dad. Then my dad's business partner, not my dad, fired Sean. So
why did he get fired? What happened?
I don't know. They had a like.
Just some beef. Okay.
Just an argument, you know, and like he got fired. Yeah. And I was like, Dad, Sean's amazing, you know this, and my dad's like, yeah, but my partner won't work with him. Shit, I can't send him back to his mom in New York. Like, he's going to be devastated. You know, Sean's my brother. So I took him under the wing of Timepiece Trading. He loved watches. You know, he always loved watches more than jewelry. He just happened to land that job with my dad. So it was perfect.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you see him in the videos. Like, he's very... Bro, like he knows his
shit.
Bro, it's on another level. He's like, this one, grab this one. That one's a better investment. Blah blah blah. Like he just snapped.
He knows everything about each watch. It was crazy.
In the industry calls Sean like the Wikipedia.
That's what he seems like.
I was gonna say, do people ask for him like when they come in? Like, hey, can I talk to Sean? Like,
sell clocks.
Yeah.
Everyone calls him sell clocks.
So are you guys partnered up on it now? Is that how it works?
He's basically a partner. He's like a brother. He's the
of course.
manager. He sits in my seat a lot of the time. A lot of the days, as you guys have seen on the YouTube.
Of course. So with that kind of partnership, I guess, or that kind of, you know, collaboration, how does that work? What kind of value does he bring that you think you don't bring, and vice versa?
Both ways, you know, like there's a lot of stuff that I can do that Sean can't. Like there's a lot of stuff that Sean can do that I can't.
Yeah.
He brings value that's priceless, you know.
Yeah.
He's a brother to me.
Yeah.
Before work, like we were always tight. You know,
well, that helps too, having that chemistry with someone too.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of RuneScape. We used to play.
Of course.
Like,
that's crazy.
Well, so that's way back then. You guys go
way back. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm curious. So you guys, so you moved to Miami. You get started, like you said, in a little apartment, your little table, whatever, with 2-3 watches. When do things really start to pick up? Like what and what would you say is the reason, or what do you attest that this like the business starting to pick up and now more people are starting to see you?
was like, I mean, like you said, we started on our dining table in our living room, small little round dining table. We bought a printer off Amazon, $80, to safe off Amazon for $300, and I had like, we started with $250,000. I had it in that little $300 safe,
crazy.
but we were in an apartment which I moved out of, so I don't care. I'll talk about it
of
now.
course.
We were high up, so I think it was kind of safe still. Like,
You're here today. You're here. You're good, bro.
Yeah, we're good. We used to receive like you know the receiving rooms in apartments. We used to get like $100,000-$200,000 packages there. Like the guy would hand it to us. I'd be like, yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
I don't know. It's Instagram was helping us grow for sure.
You did that right from the beginning, the Instagram, and you were going hard right away. Yeah,
for sure. Because Instagram's what helped me start in my dad's business. Like I never did retail at first. I always loved that's where I started to excel.
Yeah, because you have it more private setup. Like someone comes in and they're just working with you one-on-one and they're checking out watches. Not like a retail right now. Yeah. And
we've considered retail, but I think our clientele, they like our style better. Like they come in and they're like, bro, this is so much more like chill, you know, like
it's more personal too. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
You see in the vids, people come in, you got the tequila bottles, the Clase Azules there, whatever
Whatever
they
you want.
Yeah. No, you guys keep it chill. Okay, so then when was the first like breakthrough in terms of like a bigger, let's say, artist or celebrity?
I mean, our first celebrity, I think, was Food God.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just a friend brought him in. You know,
Wow.
I don't know if you guys know Jake Plonsky from here.
No, sounds familiar. I mean, I know who Food God is, but
He used to work at Horror Straps. So
Okay.
we still sell Horror Straps. So
Okay.
he just knew Food God. Food God was looking for a watch that we happen to have in stock. He came in.
sick.
Yeah, he actually still owes us a shout out.
Waiting for
Calling
it,
him
bro.
out.
Wait for it. Okay.
What would you think the hardest thing was when you started? What was the hardest thing for you
The hardest thing for us was definitely building trust.
with the
Building
clients?
trust with people, yeah. But now it's like that's the easiest thing. It's amazing. Like now we don't have to pay for any watches till we receive them.
Yeah.
We check them out, we inspect them, then we send the wires. Before it was a little more risky, and we really had to like develop a relationship with the customer before just doing a deal. Right now, like deals move at like light speed.
Yeah, they come in,
Yeah.
they see what they want, take it, gone.
Very quick. You know, like
Crazy.
it could be an Instagram chat that like we close a $500,000 deal in 2 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Because they see us now with Stevewilldoit. We sold pieces to Drake, whatever, like big names, and that definitely helped with credibility. Like so, Food God being the first. I'm sure I said that a lot of times that hey, I sold to this guy, and like it helps, you know.
You build
The
that
trust.
credibility. People are like, oh, okay, like I trust him if he sold to him, he sold
For
to
sure.
her, whatever the case.
Even
is.
though we have like clients that no one knows and they're crazy, you know, like crazy.
Well, I heard you say on a couple of videos too. You have some clients that are like big time, but they're just super low key, and they like the fact that you guys are just chill.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm curious about the actual business as a whole. Because I mean, outside of you guys like buying watches from, let's say, people who just want to trade it in or whatever, right? Who want to cash in on a watch, like, how does the business work? Is it wholesalers? Are you guys getting directly from, let's say, Richard Mille or Rolex? Like, how does that work? I've even wondered that too.
So that's the one place we do not buy from.
Okay.
Like we cannot buy directly from the brand because if they Google any of our names in the company, we're trying to work on a social media like all of us.
Of course, yeah.
Best thing to do.
Of course.
But yeah, if they Google our name, they'll immediately find out that we're gonna resell the watch, you know, and that's what they don't want. So
okay.
we actually buy from people like you who may get it from the boutique, and a lot of the times, whether it's pre-owned or new, we'll buy it, right? But a lot of the times, people will just get it from the boutique, and like the same day, they're making calls to like 10 watch dealers they know, or maybe only me if I'm the only person they know, hopefully. And they want to sell it because they go for so much over the retail, as I'm sure you guys know.
So like people are literally going, let's say, grabbing a watch from Rolex, calling you right away, and what? Just making like a quick flip, like a 2-3 grand
it's
or whatever.
way more
like,
money than I make. It's actually crazy because
really.
like, for example, this watch, if you were to pick it up at the boutique.
Show it up. Show it.
Yeah,
to the
show
camera
that
so they
thing,
can
bro.
see it.
Come
Yeah.
on.
This is actually
Jeez.
Steve's old watch. He picked up something crazy.
Okay,
We're
okay.
gonna drop a video soon.
Okay.
Yeah, this watch, if you pick it up at the store, it's $180,000 at retail without negotiating. You know, like at their asking price, it's $180,000. But in the secondary market, I could sell this watch for $500,000 today. So the customers, they see $500,000 online. They understand I need to make something.
Of course.
Online, actually, it's a little higher than the actual reality of what watches trade for dealer to dealer. And so maybe something that's listed at 500 online is actually trading at 420. I'll buy it at around 390 to 400. The margins are small.
Yeah.
But like, thank God with word of mouth and like Steve helping us out, promoting us all the time, and everyone, you know, all social media, marketing, we have enough clientele to move stuff where that small margin adds up, you know?
Fair.
We focus on volume. And clients love that because a lot of jewelers, they'll try to like, I've heard stories where like, I'm selling a watch for 25,000 and someone bought it for 90. Like I've heard like a watch I'm selling for 90, someone paid 350. Like,
Holy shit.
like crazy shit.
People
And
getting rinsed.
I'm making money still, you know, like,
Yeah.
but nothing crazy because I want you to come back and trade it in. If I sell it to you for 300 when I could do 90, what the fuck am I gonna do when you come to sell it back? You know,
Yeah.
am I gonna kill you and lose it for life? You know,
So
you want
true.
people to come back and trade them
for
in.
sure. I love.
What
that.
are like the benefits behind them coming back to trade it?
I have your
like your
business
other-
for life.
Okay.
You know, so even though it's smaller margins, overall it'll add up to more. You know.
Yeah.
And you'll trust me for life with anything, like
Yeah.
any venture I may start, because you'll see like. We aim to like be plus or minus 10% on a watch.
Okay.
A lot of the time it may be plus 100%, but never minus 50%, never minus 30%. Like it's very rare that happens. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
where we try to make sure your money's safe. It's an investment at the same time as something you enjoy. You know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the community. I mean, it's cool that you're saying that in terms of like making sure people trust you. You keep their business forever, because I feel like, especially after watching pretty much every single YouTube video you guys put out,
Every single one.
it's like, yeah, like it's a fucking community. Like people come in there and it's just like, there's like such a vibe going on in the room. You can see it through a fucking screen. People come in there, they trust you guys. You know what I mean? Like you guys fuck around, joke around with them, and like they're actually listening to everything you're saying. You know what I mean? So if it's like you're telling them, yo, this one's a good investment, this one's not, whatever, like. People trust you guys. Like you could tell it's different.
I mean, bro, no cap. Like this is my whole bank account, right? Like I put my whole bank account into this. Like
Yeah.
I try to invest in what I think is currently in the market going to be a good investment, and I won't stock what's not, because I can buy it for you if you want it, and I can have it here tomorrow. So I stock what I believe in.
Gotcha.
How do you really know what's going to be a good investment? I mean, you have experience, right? But for anyone watching out there that's trying to invest in watches, what are things you look for in
Kinda
watches
like-
to be a good
kinda
investment?
Like time in the market, like same as stocks or crypto. You know, like I'm sure you've heard from crypto or stock people that
Yeah.
like, as you research and you put time into it, you're gonna know the market trends. You're gonna know what's happening in the market. Like we're on our WhatsApp all day, bro. You message me, I'm there. You know, like
It's proper.
24/7. Part of the team is more morning, and like me, for example, I love to work at night. So like we're there all the time for you.
24/7.
I feel like even the customer service aspect of your business is huge, because like they're making, I mean, they are people with money, but at the end of the day, it's a huge investment, right? It's like same price as a house almost in some cases, right? So let's say you have someone new coming in. What are you doing to make sure that they feel at home in that first visit?
Whatever they want, bro.
So there you go.
we go.
I was about to ask you. Let's go.
Yeah, whatever they want.
Yeah, eh?
We try to make everyone feel at home. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's a big jump to like get into a watch, especially if it's your like
Of
your
course.
first investment. So we want to make sure you feel comfortable with us and comfortable with your purchase. You know,
Do you guys have a lot of first timers come to you guys?
a lot.
A lot,
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
dope.
Our clientele is like 40 and under. We rarely have
Really?
anyone over 40, and like I can say it because we just reported it. We did 113 million in sales last year. Like,
Wow. Congratulations. Get a fucking round of applause for that. Holy
Crazy.
shit.
Unreal. Congrats, guys.
it's 3 years old, so
Wow.
hopefully-
What's the this is so random, but because now you guys saying whatever they want, right? Have you guys had any like fucking really weird requests? People being like, I need this, this, and that before I come in.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of
These
weird
guys are like, I
things.
can't say a lot.
Yeah,
of it, but-
I can't think of any like
Yeah.
to quote, but for sure, crazy requests.
And in terms of like the biggest celebrities you've sold to, can you list a few of them? Like name a few of them. I mean, other
Drake.
than yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Drake
Okay.
is-
How did that go down? Because we're Toronto boys, so
Bro,
we got to know
crazy.
all
Yeah.
about that.
This is a crazy request, okay?
Okay.
Crazy request. All right. Sunday in the afternoon, after I went out crazy on a Saturday night, probably
Okay.
got home at like 5 a.m.
Nice,
I'm
nice.
actually smoking. I'm like, I'm not 100%. We had a call at 1, and Ben Kicks is friends with Sean, because Sean does he loves shoes. He got us all into shoes. And Ben Kicks is like, hey, you got to pull up at the Mandarin right now. Something crazy is about to go down. He didn't even tell us who we're meeting. He's like, it's like so secretive, And Sean's like, I think it's Drake, bro. Like Drake's in Miami. I saw his story, and I'm like, yeah, I did too. That would be crazy. I know he works with Ben. So we're like, bro, he needs us there in 45 minutes. So we actually got there late. Like Drake is waiting on us in a conference room.
That's
In 20 minutes. Yeah,
That's insane.
He was kind of pissed off the first time he met us. Not gonna lie, like he
sure.
spoke to us for like 5 minutes when we pulled up. We arranged two, but we had to arrange two security. We have to go open up the office, open up the safes, call the office to open because it's a Sunday, bro. It's a lot to do in an hour.
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Sorry, yeah, and I hadn't even showered, bro. It was crazy, but we made it happen. Drake did not buy anything that day. I think he was kind of pissed.
Okay.
But he saw a taste of what we had, and I guess he liked it because he hit us up like a month later and like just randomly confirmed a watch, and then he's bought a couple after.
Let's go. What do you cop, Richard Mille?
He's been buying all like very rare Rolexes from us, like
Really?
like crazy priced Rolexes, you know, that are prices higher than Richard Mille's that
Come on.
no one has. Yeah, super limited.
Stuff that you can't even
Money can't
source,
buy.
bro, yeah.
Money can't buy.
Wow. How does that feel for you guys? Like, how, like, you know what I mean? Like, just being in the room with these people, right? Like, I mean, fuck, them buying your product is already insane. But how does it feel? Like, how does it feel going from, like you guys said, right? 3 years the business has been there, you know, and what, a year and a half, 2 years in, you know, you're dealing watches to Drake. Like, that's insane.
Honestly, the first time I met Drake was probably the most nervous I ever was meeting someone like for
sure.
business. But after that, actually everyone I meet, it's been a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Because Drake to me was like the
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So what kind of watches? We got a lot of questions from our audience too. What kind of watches are the best investments right now? What's
tough.
like your favorite
It's
investment
tough.
right now as a watch?
I think Richard Mille and Audemars. I mean, that's mine.
Yeah.
Personal. I don't give financial advice. I just try to advise you on,
I like
on what
that.
I do.
Smart guy. See, he made the statement. Yeah.
So I think Richard Mille and Audemars
Yeah.
as brands. It all depends on the budget and what you can buy, and we can advise you if you reach out on our Instagram.
Do like a consult with them and just let them know what's up.
Yeah. We'll
That's
talk to
dope.
them, figure out what they like, what size they are, you know, because the size of the watch matters. And the budget's important.
Yeah.
You can advise them what's the best piece in the budget.
Yeah.
In terms of Richard Mills, like, and you maybe correct me if I'm wrong, because I really don't know fuck all, but I feel like they become more popular recently, but I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, in the last 8 to 10 years, Richard Mille has gained crazy credibility in the market. The name has gotten huge. But the brand's been out for 20 years now.
Okay.
It's not long, but I think Richard Mille is very distinct. It's very different because they make 3,000 watches a year. I don't know if you guys knew this. Rolex
Okay.
makes 1 million.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, if a Rolex Daytona, I don't know, you guys know the
Yeah,
stainless
yeah.
steel
Yeah,
Daytona, the retail is like $14,000, 14 and change, okay? The watch trades for $50,000 in the secondary market today. And they're making 1 million watches a year. If Richard is only making 3,000, you guys know how much money's out there, right? You know. So, that's not a lot of watches, you know?
No,
So
true.
they're going to be trading over retail. The boutiques are always going to be sold out. I think even though they're young, they're very smart. They kept it very limited, and they have the right ambassadors.
Now it all makes sense because I feel like every time you're showing somebody one of them, like on YouTube when I'm watching, it's always like, this is one of 30, this is one of 50. You know what I mean?
This is one of 50.
Yeah, you see what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
So I'm like, okay, damn it. Like either like these guys are making a bunch of different watches, or they're just not making that many at all.
Yeah, very limited production.
Wow. Okay. Let's say somebody who's interested in getting into the industry. What advice would you give them? Like what are the steps to getting into this type of industry?
Put in the time, like a lot of time. You need to learn the market inside out so that you're not buying wrong and not making mistakes. Because when you start, you most likely will have limited capital. You cannot afford to make mistakes, really. You know. Yeah, just put the time in and it'll pay off.
So what's
anything.
your role now with your company now? Both your roles actually.
My role is the accountant. I don't know why we do not have a full-time in-house accountant. So I do all
Sounds like the
in-house
last thing
accounting.
people get. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's very stressful. I don't sleep much.
Just looking at
buy,
numbers?
I sell. I do everything
Yeah.
from
Okay.
A to Z.
Cool.
But of course, I have people to help me every step of the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I do also like buy, selling. I deal with a lot of retail, and I help my other brother with like the accounts as well, like
my
finance.
little brother is still in UM, like
Yeah.
full-time
Okay.
student.
Crazy.
Full-time at TPT. He's
Wow.
crazy, super
I
dedicated.
think when I moved here for school is when they started. So like I saw it all go down, you know.
From
You saw
day
the-
one.
Wow,
From
you
the
saw the
bottom,
journey.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's because he was at UM that it was part of my decision in choosing Miami for better city to live. Because I
Fair.
could have picked New York, LA. Like I was in St. Martin, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
looking
I
back,
remember-
sorry, go ahead.
I remember I used to come home from class at like late at night. I had like late night classes, and they'd be on the kitchen table, hoodies on, like just grinding, like buying, selling, like it literally looked like a ball pen, you know, like on
Yeah.
Wall Street, like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And we used to stay up. I used to study for my exams, and they used to be up. We used to be up till like 4 a.m., like sitting on the dining table. It was crazy.
Those are the
That's
good times, bro.
Good times.
Good times.
So looking back now, would you say that Miami was the better choice out of all the cities?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Miami's
fucking
the
saying.
best city in the world to me. I love Miami.
Dude,
Man.
same task. We're not even from here.
We
either.
just moved here, and we said the same thing. Like
Oh,
this
you
is the
moved here
place.
from Toronto.
Yeah.
We have really good friends from Toronto, and maybe you guys know them. We'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
We probably do. We probably do.
They're dying to move here, and I keep.
Everyone is, bro. Everyone from over there is trying to get over here. I don't blame them, bro.
Me neither.
I don't blame. But
From anywhere.
so with your business, would you look to expand into different cities, or is there a point really?
So, I mean, we could, but like right now, I feel like it's too much to eat. Like too much for us to handle with already the growth we're having. We've gone from last year having, I think it was 4 employees, to this year having 15.
Gee,
That's sick.
Yeah,
that's massive, man.
And I can grow more in this city just through online and marketing. So I don't feel the need to, and like I want to be on the premises until everything's fully managed.
Yeah.
You know, I want to make sure everything's, like I said, I do all the accounting. You know, I need to get every position filled.
Someone get this guy an accountant. We need to get him an accountant
It's
ASAP.
crazy, bro. I need one.
That's crazy, but the team growth is huge too. So how do you guys, when you guys are adding to the team, how are you guys doing that? What are you guys looking for?
Mostly sales guys, because the traffic we're getting is crazy. Just with all the famous people we're meeting, you know, every time we get a shout out, it's like 5,000
Probably
new people
flooded, yeah.
that we're posting to, and crazy. It's crazy. Like out of the 5,000, maybe 100 will buy, which is pretty good turnaround. rate.
Holy fuck.
In the lifetime of the company.
Yeah.
From what
Yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah.
seeing, you know, like our followers, a lot of them are like real people who love watches and a lot of money. Because for us, like we don't really sell like Rolex Submariners like a lot of the other people in this industry. For us, a steel Royal Oak is like a Submariner, which is like 60K entry, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's crazy.
Do you have any competitors like in Miami? Like I'm not really aware. To be
Yeah, we
honest.
do.
Yeah.
For
Do you
sure.
work
We have
with them, or is
competitors
it
all
like?
over the country? But like
Is
they're
it like?
friends at the same
Is it
time.
friends? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you work with them?
I didn't even finish where else we buy from. Like we buy from consumers directly who get it from the boutique, but we also buy from dealers who are the same as Timepiece Trading. You know, they buy,
Cool.
sell, trade. We buy a lot from them, and we're actually in like combined as a team, maybe 200 group chats on WhatsApp that have 300 dealers in each of them. So that's what 60,000 people.
Yes. That's
So-
Holy shit.
If you need a watch within an hour, we can get that request to 60,000 people who are doing what I'm doing, maybe on a bigger scale or maybe on a smaller scale.
Wow.
So-
And someone's gonna have it.
Yeah, we can find you anything.
That's
Anything.
crazy. Okay,
It
so
may
then that's
take
how it works.
maximum 2 weeks to get here, but from any country in the world, we can get it to the United States.
Well, that was actually my next question. I was gonna say, do you guys have clients like out of the states,
Mhm.
international? I guess.
We have clients all over,
Okay.
but we only ship to Hong Kong and the United States.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is there a specific reason for that? I'm
Yeah,
curious.
other countries have duties. Like we would love to sell to Canadian people more. We sell to Canadian people who come here, but shipping there is like impossible because the duties.
They get killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the watch ends up being what 20-30% more. Like
I don't know the exact percentage because every
Yeah.
country is different, but
probably ridiculous.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Okay, I want
They'd
to.
rather just wait to fly down, you know.
Well, yeah, come and see nice.
Yeah, they wanna
sunny-
come
sunny
here anyways, yeah,
Miami,
yeah.
But
right?
then I feel a lot of the time when someone's in the mood to buy something, they'll just, if they see it like local, they'll just end up getting it. So we do lose out on a lot of that business, but the US is huge.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say probably not from
Miami's
Canada because there's literally nothing out there, bro. Like it's a
heard.
fucking wasteland
There's
right
nothing.
now.
There's nothing.
No,
happening.
we have people who fly in from Toronto like for the weekend just to see Timepiece Trading. They pick up their watches, they go home, like we
That's
party
sick.
with them. Yeah.
That must feel so good. Like that's
amazing.
unreal. Okay, I mean, I have to ask the question, and I'm sure people want to know, Steve. How the fuck did you guys make the connection there? How did it grow so strong? Because now I'm seeing the videos and you're like I can tell the way you guys are chatting with each other. You're like, bro, you're an idiot. Like da da da. You're
We're
like
bros.
talking shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
we're
it feels like
bros.
real like brotherhood now. But like yeah, maybe talk about how the fuck that even came to be.
We had a client, a very well-off client. He owned a company that Steve used to work with. I won't say any names, but he brought Steve in, but he didn't even tell us he's bringing Steve in.
Okay.
He's just like, bro, I got a customer to bring in. He wants to look at some Richards.
And then you see Steve. Fuck.
Yeah, bro. I'm sitting on my chair and I see Steve walk in, and I watched this guy for like years, you know, before, and I'm like, holy fuck, Steve will do it. He's in my office. That's crazy. And then we just hit it off. He's a cool guy. I wanted to take care of him because I fucked with his shit like from the rip, you know.
Yeah.
Like I want to make sure this guy does good with watches. I saw he was. I watched his videos. I saw he was getting taxed by other people, so I showed him the right way to invest his money in the watches, and yeah, he's loving it.
Even well now, bro. Like I think I was just watching. I don't know if it was your video, or his video, but bro, it's like his collection's like a couple $1 million now, and you guys are doing this whole like.
Wait till the next video.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say because you guys are doing this thing. What are you doing? Where it's like a 1 week you're giving him 3 watches or something like.
I don't know.
It was like a one watch every day or some shit like that. Yeah.
Okay.
When did you guys start the YouTube page? And like, how did that change the game for you guys too? Because I feel like you guys invest a lot into the YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, shout out Tyler. Tyler really takes care of the YouTube. You don't shoot. I don't know if you guys have seen his content.
No, I haven't yet, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, he takes care of the YouTube for us. How did we start? Like,
how or why did you guys want to go that hard with the YouTube?
I saw a couple people in the industry doing it, and it worked well for them. And I knew, like, with our our lifestyle is different. We were in a different city. We love cars as well. You know, we go out. We're younger than most dealers, so I thought people would like to see it. We started. And it took me long to start. I've been wanting to do YouTube since I was like 16, bro. I wanted to do it as a fitness dude first.
Yeah, you can still do it, bro. You're good.
I'm too busy right now.
Doing a couple curls in there.
Too busy. But finally, I grew the courage to do it, and of course, Sean was great on camera, so that helped. And yes, when Steve came in, we had already started the YouTube. I think 10 days before he came in, like it was like a blessing, you know.
Wow.
And he was like, "Oh, you just started YouTube. Like I fuck with you guys. I'm gonna put y'all on." And he actually did a giveaway on his channel for us, and got us like 100,000 subscribers basically overnight. Unreal.
That's crazy.
100,000 one night.
Like Steve knows, like he got us maybe a 20% boost in revenue, which for the numbers we're doing, which you heard, it's unreal. Like because of Steve will do it.
That's
so we
crazy.
really take care of him.
No, I could tell. I mean, like we were saying like when we met Steve like very briefly at his condo, and bro, the guy's like an A-list celebrity here. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess I haven't seen him anywhere else. But like in Miami, people treat Steve like he's fucking
like a king.
Yeah.
But he deserves it.
The way he moves, yeah. You could see it. No, and then I mean, it obviously fits hand in hand with your business. Like you know what I mean in terms of like the way he moves. When we walked into his condo, I think he was wearing that watch, bro. To be honest,
possibly, yeah.
He was wearing.
He was doing double.
It was that one. So it was that one, and it was a red one, a red Richard Mille. And he's wearing,
he calls it a Kimbo.
Kimbo's,
yes, bro. He's wearing one on each wrist. I'm like, bro, this guy's like a milli just on the wrist. Like I'm tripping out. Yeah. But I see you guys also do diamonds, right? I see like you guys doing some fucking big chains. You gave Steiny a chain. I saw.
Yeah, I took it back. I should though.
Take that back.
No, okay. So talk. Is that a big part of your business? Do you guys do a lot of that stuff, or is it just kind of like a sort of an additional piece?
Like I said, Steve did a lot for us, right? So for his team, I do above and beyond. I do crazy shit, like shit that Steve does for others on his videos. I try to do back for him whenever I can. You know?
Okay, and then but in terms of the actual, let's say like the like those types of diamonds and shit, like the necklaces
Cubans,
and whatnot, the Cubans, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that, would you say that is that a big piece of your business? Like, do you guys
like maybe 8 to 10% of our business?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sort of like an accessory, like a side piece, you know?
Sure.
Like, okay. And okay, now this is for me personally because I'm a huge 6IX9INE fan. So I know you've had Danny in there a bunch of times.
Yeah, he's my boy too.
We watched a lot of it was one long video you guys had him in there and he couldn't choose between a couple of watches, Jacob and Cole watch and whatnot. Talk about how like just that experience. Like did Steve link you guys up? And
yeah,
then
Steve bought a Richard Mille for me one day. He was drunk. He bought a Richard Mille and he bought it for himself. Yeah. And I'm out with him at his apartment and he's like, Neil, I'm gonna give this to Danny. I'm like, no way you're gonna do that, bro. You tripping. Like that's a lot of money, bro. That's a down payment on a $1.5 million house.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, all right. And he just gave it to Danny. And then the next day, Danny had to change the strap. He wanted a different color. So he hit me up. And then from there, we were cool.
It was just game over, yeah.
I mean, we partied the night before, too.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
chill. You got it going.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
What's the goal with the business? Like, where do you want to take this?
Honestly, my goal is to do $1 billion in sales a year.
I think you're on your way, bro.
Keep it there.
think you're on your
I mean,
way.
grow from there. Of course,
Yeah.
the sky is the limit. But like, at least that should be my floor.
Yeah.
You're gonna be doing this forever?
Yeah, I think
Yeah?
so for sure. Along with more stuff.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Are you into different things? You into crypto and are you into that
A
world?
little bit.
Yeah.
I bought a Bored Ape.
Nice.
Steve
Yeah, I
is
saw
part of
that, I
the
saw that.
decision. He helped me man up and buy that. It's scary, you know, buying a picture.
It's
of
a picture,
monkey
bro.
for $300,000.
I was gonna say, I think you're like, yo, I bought this instead of a McLaren or something.
Yeah,
like.
that's what I did. I was in between a 720S and a Bored Ape, and I was like, I don't need another car. Let me try to invest the money the right way. I actually did okay with it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did
You made
pretty
money
good
on
with
it?
my ape. I did, yeah.
That's
You
crazy.
still have it?
I sold her.
Sold it.
Sold him. Sorry.
Sold it. Yeah, whatever.
Oh shit! So you copped it and sold it.
I sold it. Yeah. I
Okay.
did very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, very good.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah,
what's
I mean, that
what's
world's
your plan
insane.
coming out of school?
To help my brothers, bro, take
Yeah?
the business to the moon.
That's amazing,
That's what I'm
dude.
trying to do. I started to grow a passion for watches in the recent years, just seeing them just always do it. So I think it's what I want to do going forward now, and like help with other ventures as well.
What do you got on the wrist? What is that? Tell
It's
us.
Audemars Piguet Royal Oak chronograph.
Show it to the camera. Let the camera see that. Spicy.
So like 2 years ago, this watch was 55,000. Right now, it's 200. It's like ridiculous. Like,
Wow.
Bruh,
yeah,
come on.
it's unreal.
Watches are appreciating like that? Like,
not all. That's why it's not financial advice. Like, I can't predict the market. I'm just telling you what's happened in the last 2 years.
yeah, okay.
unreal.
Fair.
And I also just want to go back to what you said. Like you said, it's an easy flip when people, like, you know, they go to retailers and they come to us and they sell a watch. But it's not as easy, like, to get a watch from a retailer. And, like, you have to go in, build a relationship. Maybe you get hit on the head with a couple pieces. You know, you buy pieces that don't go so insane in the secondary market. Maybe you lose 20 to 30%. But over the years, you build a relationship, you get good pieces, you know. But it's not like
you have to build a relationship with the real.
It's not like you walk in, you're like, I want that piece. It goes for 50%.
Oh, they won't just sell it to you.
No.
And today, it's
Damn.
close to impossible to build a new relationship unless you're like crazy money, because so many people know about the premium on watches right now that there's like crazy wait lists, you know.
True. And I'm sure like those retailers now are like sketched out by everybody. They're like, oh,
Everybody.
this guy's going to buy it and sell it in 2 seconds. Shit, eh?
Because salespeople are threatened to lose their job if the people they sell the watch to goes and sells it. It's crazy.
Oh, damn. Okay, so people
So they're
literally have their
super
jobs
selective.
on the line.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now this could be like really stupid question. You guys let me know. I feel like every time we talk to someone, and it could be for any investment, whether it be watches, houses, whatever, it's the time frame is always like 2 years. Like, did the pandemic and shit like somehow help the watch market? I feel like.
It definitely did. I don't know exactly how or
Yeah.
why, but when the pandemic first came about and people started talking about it and going crazy and panicking, the watch market took a big dip, like a 20 to 30% dip, but for like 4 weeks, right? And I was I was a little bit in panic mode, but not so much as other dealers. Thank God, like, we're in a position financially, like, we grew very quickly, thank God. And, like, I didn't panic as much as a lot of people did. But 4 weeks after the panic, things just started, it went right back to where it was and then started climbing to new heights. It was crazy. And I think part of the reason was, like, if you go out and spend money, you know, if you're used to nightlife and stuff like that, which our customers, the millennials, they love doing that. And it all got shut down, so they were saving all this money, you know, like from yachts and clubs and restaurants and dates. And I feel like a lot of it got spent on luxury goods, which made more scarcity in the market, made the pieces more of an investment, and like made more people attracted to it. So it just kept going up, you know, because of that.
Makes
I
sense.
think
Yeah.
that's my theory.
No, it makes sense because I mean, like, yeah, like I said, I feel like every fucking investment someone talks about, they always say last 2 years. So the pandemic has helped it in some way. Like,
And all the free money that was given out, a lot of people who didn't work hard for it, they blew it and might have been on luxury goods.
yeah, it might have been on Timepiece Trading. Well, probably wasn't enough, but damn.
Thank God I didn't wear my Apple Watch today. I was about to put that thing on. I'm like, bro, what am I doing? I was about to put it on, and in my head, it's just like, bro, don't do it, bro. Don't do that. I'm like, all right, I'm just going bare right now. Yo, let's get him the question.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, do you have any questions on your
Oh, I
phone
do, I
quickly?
do.
We got some questions there quickly. Our audience has for
Yeah,
you guys.
some watch lovers and shit. They're going off.
Yeah, man. A lot of
do it.
people been seeing you guys, bro.
It's
I
awesome.
mean, you've been doing a great job. I think the YouTube has like completely like
It's blown
done a
up, bro.
360 because people get to be in there and feel like they're in the room with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'm watching you guys deal to 6ix9ine, and I feel like I'm in the room.
Part of the deal.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I feel like I'm in there. You guys are laughing. I'm laughing
it's
too.
chill, though.
I'm
That's
just
why
watching
it's
the screen, but I'm
chill.
like laughing as if like I was there.
Love to
But
hear that.
yeah, what do they got?
Yeah, we got most expensive watch sold and to who? I don't know if we
Most
didn't.
expensive watch we've sold was
Skull, right?
yeah, private client. It was
Yeah.
$1.7 million.
Bro,
No one would know him,
1.7
so-
what kind of
million.
watch?
It was a Richard Mille tourbillon of limited of 10 pieces. It's shaped like a skull. I'm sure you guys have seen the Richard Mille skulls.
We'll pop it up. We'll
Yeah.
edit it in. Damn. Okay. What else we got? Jesus
One
Christ,
person's
1.7.
interested to know his relationships with other YouTube watch dealers, namely Anthony Ferrer.
Our
For
relationship with
Yeah.
other watch dealers
Yeah.
on YouTube was amazing.
Yeah.
Anthony Ferrer is a good friend of ours.
Oh.
We used to do a lot of business. We haven't done as much recently, but for no reason in particular. Yeah, good friend.
What's the future of the watch market? Are prices going to keep going up? Not financial advice, but you can answer that, of course.
You want to answer this one?
I think more and more people are realizing that hard assets are the way to go now. So I think that the industry is going to keep climbing, whatever it is. You know, I think luxury goods in particular are going to keep going up. And just like you guys said, there's more and more people realizing that this industry is not only just a flex industry and a luxury industry, it's also an industry to make good investments, you know.
Yeah, which is I didn't really realize until I started watching your videos, to be honest, when like people were making money on their investments. And even with Steve, I think you said like this is worth this much, but give it like 6 months or something like that. We'll come back and redo the calculation. That's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy because, yeah, jewelry, everyone had it implanted in their minds. You lose money when you buy jewelry, you know? It's something you buy as a luxury, you enjoy it, and you lose money. But now you get to enjoy the luxury, and if you do it right with the right people, the people you trust, you should be okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's why it's important to have like a good watch dealer, jewelry dealer, whatever, just to
Whether
make sure
it be
that.
us or whoever's.
Yeah. Well, hope it's
Build a
if it's
relationship.
anybody, it's them, eh? So you guys know.
Thank you.
No, that's sick, though. Okay.
What's the best advice when it comes to servicing a client?
The best advice is to bend over backwards. For them. I mean, we're in
Facts.
sales, so
Yeah.
that's what we do. You know, we accommodate the client.
Yeah, for whatever they want.
Anything.
Anything.
Anything. What are your favorite watches?
My favorite watches, Richard Mille and Audemars, namely the RM3502. It's the Nadal. It's the watch Rafael Nadal wears when he plays tennis. I own one myself.
Yeah.
And,
That was that black one, right?
it's an all black watch.
Yeah.
There's a couple variations of it. Like Steve has the red one. You saw
Yeah.
him akimboing it with this
Yeah.
watch. I have the black version, and then for AP, my favorite is the Skeleton, the open worked.
The 1.7 mil.
No, it's like
Oh, that was a Richard.
Oh, that was a
the
Richard.
steel one today is
Okay.
like 250,000,
Oh, okay.
and gold it's like 350.
It's
Okay.
not bad. That's not bad, guys.
It's affordable, guys.
And you? What's your favorite?
I'd also say I'd have to go with Richard Mille and AP.
Yeah.
In AP, I like the green dial tourbillon. It's like full titanium.
Okay.
Watch is absolutely insane. Like I like lightweight stuff. I also don't have like a chunky wrist. So I like wearing stuff that I don't even feel.
Yeah.
And for Richard Mille, I like to say the ultra thin. Steve had that watch too that he gifted to Danny actually.
Damn.
The green watch. Yeah.
Craziness.
There's like different variations of that watch, and they're all like made for athletes. So the whole purpose of that watch is to not feel a thing. You put it on your wrist, you can't even feel it. It's the
That's
lightest. It's the lightest Richard Mille in production.
It's like 30 grams.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he was like, "Oh, it's my gym watch" or something?
Yeah.
Gym watch.
I was dying at that.
Crazy.
guy.
It's not me to wear watches to the gym now.
That's crazy.
Swagging at the
Gym watch.
I mean, I got to, right? Because I'm trying to market everywhere.
Of
so,
course.
Insane. Okay, listen.
Damn, we gotta come by Timepiece Trading soon, eh?
You
We
got
gotta-
to.
Yeah,
We
for
gotta come
real.
by,
No,
bro.
for real. Listen, guys, this is the MBH podcast, all right? Money buys happiness.
Loved it.
What do you think of the term, bro? Does money buy happiness for you?
Miami and money do somewhat buy happiness. I won't say 100% of it, but for sure. Like, you know, if you want something, you have goals. Like, most of the time, what you want is going to cost some money. I mean, not always, but a lot of the time, man.
Yeah.
Most of the time, yeah.
In today's world, yeah. it's just the world we live in. If you the things you want, 99% of the time cost money.
It's crazy, yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you think? What do you think of the term, bro?
I think 100%.
Let's go, my guy.
There's so many people that like try and like say that money doesn't buy happiness, and there's obviously some things that money can't buy, right? But I think if you're looking at life as a whole, you always want to level up, and the only way to do that is to have more money. Right?
It's facts.
not the only way, right? But like, yeah, it can help with everything. You know?
Yeah,
I feel like it depends on what makes you happy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Also,
Like,
what way you want to level up? You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's facts. That's facts. But again, like especially if you're speaking in this city, you need money, bro. You
No,
need
the
money to
city-
do
yeah,
anything,
bro, the city, you need it.
You need money to do anything. Now we always say that, and I think like, man, you can see it. You guys are passionate about what you do, right?
Yeah.
And I think that makes it even better. So it's like, you know, whether it's 10K or 10 mil, if you're enjoying what you're doing, and you guys clearly are, then that brings happiness right there, right?
Yeah.
And then again, like now, you know, after watching you guys on YouTube and seeing what you've been up to, like, yeah, you could see, like, it doesn't look like there's a fucking minute that you guys don't enjoy what you're doing. The people you guys have coming in are fucking cool. Like, even there's some people that come in, and I saw on the YouTube that just, like, maybe aren't famous. They're not Stevewilldoit or
Like
Danny.
most people will come in.
Yeah.
honestly.
And you guys are still treating them at that level, and there's laughs and shit. Like, it's cool. And then I think I even seen, I don't know, was it the episode you guys had Danny, your pops came in, your dad came in, and he
Yeah.
was cool with them, telling him like, nah, you were saying like purple and blue for the fucking the
strap for the
straps,
t-shirt,
whatever. Yeah. So
He actually spray painted one of the straps.
I saw the video. Craziness.
what does your pop say now about seeing this whole thing happen?
It says I'm lucky and blessed.
Still lucky, eh? Still lucky.
Still lucky, of course.
No,
Pops
that's
is
crazy,
hard on
man.
me, but I think that's part of the reason I am who I am.
Yeah, no, it's a big piece, man. 100%.
I appreciate you guys coming, bro. Straight up.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
a pleasure, man.
Unreal.
You
No, it's
Chill guys, bro.
Yeah, no, really cool. We gotta come check you guys out for real.
Yeah, we will.
Appreciate you coming out, and yeah,
Check them out on IG, YouTube, everything.
maybe
Timepiece Trading.
maybe one day we rip a fucking EP at your spot too.
Oh,
An
that'd be
episode
sick.
there and do
That'd be
something
sick.
cool.
We actually just started a podcast on our page too.
Okay,
There you go.
okay.
You
let's
guys are
go.
ahead of the game. You guys
We'll
are
plug
ahead of the
it. We'll
game.
plug it. No, but really appreciate you guys. We'll definitely set something else up. But with that being said, guys, if you made it this far, thank you, love you. Subscribe, like, comment. Let us know what you think. You got any questions for these guys? Put it in the comments. We'll get to it. We'll get to answering it. Yeah, straight up. That's where we're at.
All right, we out.
All right, out.
Thank you guys.